loaded up. Why don't we go back here and see what we got in the trailer? Gatorade protein. Know what that all is? Oh, we got normal Gatorade back there too. Nice, they actually loaded it right. I'm assuming they loaded it right. Yeah, it's loaded good enough. My load gauge was looking real good in there. It's a sort of shiny hiney. It's a very dirt covered and salty shiny hiney. Hi. All right, you gotta go potty? Let's go. By me. Hey, look. There's even a fire hydrant for you, Opie. Hey, Dad, why did you point that out? Because you're a dog. It's a fire hydrant. Dog. Oh, no dog. Fire hydrant. Dog. Fire hydrant. How are you great, magnificent, awesome people doing on this beautiful day? We have a little overcast today. The wind is supposed to be blowing like crazy. We're down here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got our load of Gatorade on board and we're going to take it up to Cherokee, Iowa. I'm investigating. It's kind of rare doors are left open around here. I better leave it open though. Not my door to close. I think. Yeah, probably. Alrighty, so we're going to walk determined up and down this little grass patch here, let him do his thing, and then we're going to get on the road. You good? Alrighty. By me. Hey, by me, big dog. Alright. Load her on up, you're already in. You want to go for a walk, don't you? Yeah, you want out of the truck, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, you do. Alright, let's get out of the truck. I'll throw my shoes on quick and we'll get out, alright? Oh, you're a lovely puppy, Opie. I know you are. You know you are too. I run into anybody, the first thing they ask, what's the German up to? You know, I don't know if I like it. Since we've had the injector cups replaced in first class, and they had to mess with the rockers and everything, they adjusted everything up very tight like it's supposed to be. My Jake brakes, there's no more of a growl at all when you hit them. It's all pop, 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 you know, brrr, you know, like a real, you're a very noisy fan. Like an obnoxious pop, pop, pop. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Things change. It's alright though. They work, and that's all that's important to me right now. I'm running into a lot of you guys today. I ran into 6 subscribers today, just over the radio, over the CB. And it's kind of made me realize I need to watch my P's and Q's. Not that I do anything too dramatic or too horrible out here. For example, this is our second rest area we stopped at along Interstate 74. We're almost to Iowa now. The first one I pulled into, we've stopped at before. But unless I can get the way end spot, I will not stay there, just for the simple fact I can't get out of it if someone else pulls right in beside me. So I pull in there. In my head I'm thinking, well, we're just going to take up 2 spots. Now that rest area was not as empty as this rest area. It was filling in. So I sat there for about 1 minute and go, no, I better not take up 2 spots. So I try to back out and kind of jockey over, and a truck come pulling in behind me. I'm like, okay. I decide to pull out of there. Bail out. Bail out. Someone comes across the road. Have a good day, Schmidt. And it dawns on me, I bet he probably watched me make a horse's butt out of myself. And that's what I keep thinking about all the time whenever I'm backing into a spot that should be a one-time back into, and it's taking me 5 times to get backed into it. Or if I'm running down the interstate and I accidentally cut somebody off, or I'm in the hammer lane a little too long, or I jump out of my truck to use the restroom, which the restroom is conveniently placed right behind the cab of my truck. I don't know who put the restroom there, but I do appreciate them putting the restroom there. I always think, is somebody watching me? I love doing YouTube. I absolutely love it. If I could figure out a way to do it full time, I would. But then I'd have to give up another thing that I absolutely love to do, and that's drive a truck. But if I could figure out a way to do YouTube full time, because YouTube would involve the family more than trucking does, boy, I'd do it. On that same note, I ran into 6 guys today, and who knows how many that have seen my truck before and thought, huh, there's Schmidt. Or, I've seen that truck before on YouTube somewhere, I think. Or somewhere, maybe on YouTube or something. I'm always waiting for that one comment to say, dude, you cut me off bigger than life, you're an ass. Or I'm always waiting for that one comment to say, hey man, next time you jump out of your truck to pee, make sure nobody's watching, or something like that. The first gentleman we ran into today also made me think, Almost wish my truck was as nice as some of my subscribers. Which I love First Class. She's a beautiful truck. But man, I ran into the first one right there in Indianapolis, Indiana. Big, beautiful W900. Beautiful truck. And then the second one, I didn't see what he was driving. Third one we ran into going through Peoria, Illinois, and I'm not 100% sure if that was you or not, but there was a beautiful W900 flat top rolling eastbound, and I could see that white 22-inch steering wheel through the windshield. And if that was you, outstanding, my friend, outstanding. I have viewers, subscribers that, man, your trucks are just beautiful, and it just makes me think, what are you doing watching me? You guys should be watching some big strapper or something. And it dawns on me, First Class is a pretty truck. I'm sure when people see her up close and personal, they kind of think, huh, looks kind of better on camera. That's because I know First Class's good angles and her bad angles, and not to get too close. If you guys recognize, a lot of First Class's angles are at night. She looks really good at night. During the day, I feel we would have to get rid of those white steps and actually spend the money to get nice steps for it. I'm working on it, guys. I've just never been too good at spending money on pretty when there's just so many other things you could be spending money on. You got your own little orchard over here. It's not an orchard, but it could be. Kind of looks like one, except for the lack of any type of fruit growing off of those trees. But you could hang out in here for a long time, couldn't you, big boy? We could build a little tree fort back here. We could call it rest area hiding, or no, what do they call that? Stealth camping in a rest area. Who does that? Let me think here. Steve Walls out of Canada. He does a lot of that stealth camping in a lot of weird places where stealth camping really isn't camping, but a lot of places it's pretty cool. I like the guy. Yeah, I still watch a lot of Canada channels. I like you up there, Canada. You guys got some beautiful country and some beautiful attitudes and some great YouTube channels. I'm crying. No, it's because it's windy. It's windy and it's cold, and the wind, cold, eyes cry. Speaking of eyes, you guys see my glasses broke? No more glasses. Darn it, I'm gonna have to spend 15 bucks and buy a new pair of glasses. Those only lasted me about 6 years. Oh, Opie. He's just one of a kind, Opie. You're one of a kind. What do you think? You need brushed. I just happened to conveniently bring the brush out here with us. Where's it at? Let me dig. Surprisingly, a lot less hair on him than I thought there would have been. It just needed brushed up. He's due for a bath. Both him and Jax are. So I can see that in my future coming up. When we get home, we're only going to be home one day this week, so it's not going to happen this week. Let me think here. Next week, we'll be home for 2 or 3 days because I got something going on. Oh, jazz choir for Paige I want to make it to. I don't think Troy has anything going on. It's kind of a slow season for Troy right now. I haven't made it to many jazz band things though. I need to start getting back into the jazz band things with Paige. Jazz choir, only made it to one of those. She's only had one though, so those are good stats, 1 for 1. You know, I'm really not too sure if there's something wrong with my CB or not. I had a gentleman yell at me back there when we were going past Walcott. I yelled back, but I didn't get an answer. I might have to do a radio check or something, because everything's working pretty good on it so far.
Come on in.
Really?
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
No problem. Alrighty, it's a cheeseburger for you and pizza for me. Does this sound okay with you? Are you approved? Get up here. Come here. Not all the way up here, but get your butt off the bed. You can eat like a civilized young puppy. Okay. We're supposed to actually find some rain up on Highway 20. It's 25 degrees right now. We're getting some flurries down here in Center Point, Iowa. But up on 20, it's supposed to be raining. That should go good, right? 28 degrees and rain. You better enjoy it. I went through a lot for this. I tried using the keypad to do it, and the touch screen didn't like my hands, and it was taking too long. That's it. One. I only got me one slice of pizza. Okay, I might have gotten 2 slices of pizza, but that's it. Okay? Oh, you probably want to go outside, don't you? Yeah, I can let you outside to run around. Whew! Alright, Opie has ran. We're going to be heading into another dark zone to where recording really isn't. No, these are my pizzas, not yours. Recording really isn't going to be a thing, but we'll see. Maybe if it starts raining or snowing or doing something cool, we'll record it for sure. That's just the way we roll. As for right now, we really need to get out of this truck stop and figure out a way out of this truck stop, because this place is a madhouse. A lot of beautiful W9s running around. I wish it was daylight and they were here. A lot of beautiful W9s running around. Oh, I forgot to do something. I'll remember to do it later. No, I won't. We're gonna pull over here. I forgot to do something real quick. I turned that headlight down just a little bit too far. Last night I tweaked that headlight a little bit and I turned it down just a little bit too far. There we go. I've tried so much, guys, with those headlights. I love them, I really do, and they're just like any other LED. I tweak it down and you get a solid bar across the ground in front of you. Just a solid bar. But you tweak it up just a pinch to get that bar off the ground, where you're not staring at a solid bar on the ground, and the next thing you know, you're looking at everybody's eye color. So if you meet me, I do apologize, but it's going to be bright. There's a guy riding a skateboard. I've never seen a truck driver riding a skateboard, and he's not like baggy, normal skateboard looking. He's dressed like me. Nice! Didn't have cowboy boots. Well, I don't have cowboy boots now, but he didn't have cowboy boots, but he had the button-up blue jeans, the whole works, riding a skateboard across the parking lot. You don't see that every day. At least I don't. Cool. Opie's sitting right there. He's eyeballing my pizza. Who remembers way, way back when? The only time Opie's ever eaten any of my food that I've left out. Does anybody? Now he jumps in the bag. He's like, Dad, don't tell him about that. Remember that? Where were we? St. Joe, Missouri, and Opie actually ate 2 big slices of pizza while I was out getting fuel. That's the one and only time in Opie's 7.5, almost 8 years of his existence that he's ever eaten food that he was not given or allowed to have. I mess with your head. This wind is killing me. Holy Toledo. Alrighty, we're on Highway 3 and Highway 71 at Sparky's truck stop. A lot of you are asking how Sparky's truck stop on Highway 20 is coming. It's not. They haven't started it. They ripped it down. They built a building around the truck that started the fire. So the truck that started the fire is still there in a building on a flat piece of concrete, and they haven't touched anything since. So I don't know if he's waiting till spring, or if maybe he's waiting, maybe he didn't get enough money out of them, so he wants more money out of the insurance company. I don't know. I have no clue why the truck would still be there. I don't know any of the science behind any of that. I do know insurance companies are not pleasant people to deal with from when we had our tornado. But other than that, Sparky's on 20. I wouldn't plan on seeing that place open for a while yet. So we're going to top the tanks off here. We're only about, what, give or take 20, maybe 30 miles from Cherokee right now. We'll pull in there, kick this wagon off, and we'll go from there. And by the way, it is 32 degrees, 33 degrees right now. The wind's blowing. It has gone down a lot, and it rained on us all the way from Waterloo area till, well, it's still drizzling right now. It's the second week in February. Rainstorm, 32 degrees at middle of the night. Kind of nice, right? Tomorrow's supposed to be 12 degrees, I guess. Zingers. Did you know I think that's just an Iowa thing? I could not find a raspberry coconut covered zinger anywhere else but a few selections in Iowa. I suppose you want to go out, don't you? Alrighty, let's think. I gotta find some grass around here, bud. On the other side. I did talk to him a little bit about the Sparkies down on Highway 20. April 1st. April 1st, they're planning on opening the doors. They're going to have at least 2 diesel pumps. They're going to have bathrooms and a pizza oven, and that's it. And then start rebuilding the next one at the same time, and it's supposed to be bigger than the other one, more bathrooms, more showers, the whole works. But if April 1st, maybe that... See, I heard that building was built around the previous truck, where the truck lit on fire. And that's where that building is at right now. But maybe I got informed wrong. Maybe that's a building that's going to be opened up April 1st. I don't know. I'm going to assume so. I'm assuming I got told wrong. I bet I did. I wonder how many of you were screaming at the camera or at the TV when I was telling all that stuff outside getting fuel about the truck being inside. Because I had to have been wrong. Had to have. Over here. Come on. Look at that. I almost bought a white Kenworth W900. Right before first class I was looking at one. It was too new though. It was a 2002. That's a beautiful truck. Oh, he's got see the sleeper lights? See those? Right there? That's what first class is gonna get. Just gotta get the brackets. Apparently, I don't know why I don't have them yet, but I just gotta get the brackets. Opie's in there looking at me. Hey Dad, why can't I get out? You get to get out, why can't I get out? Because it's been raining all day and I'm on white rock, limestone, whatever you want to call it. We've gone down this path before. Opie has completely covered my truck with white. You guys remember that? That was never pleasant. Alrighty, we've made it here. We have made our delivery, which is another drop and hook. And now we are going to take this one back to Sioux City, Iowa. Sometimes I always forget there's some new guys. We have new subscribers. They're probably like, Sioux City? Where's Sioux City? Sioux City, Iowa. That's where we take all the trailers. That's where we pick up all the trailers at the beginning of the work week is Sioux City, Iowa. Oh, good day. You're fine. Back up. Come on, move. Poor dog thinks he hasn't eaten in days, thinks he's got to stop every time we stop. You poor, poor puppy. I feel almost bad for him. Not really. Well, today I think we broke records, guys. 9. We ran into 9 subscribers. And there's 9 of you out there that I'm not too sure if you even heard me come back to you. We heard 9 guys on the radio. Hey Schmidt, how's it going? Little stuff like that. And I'm not 100% sure if my radio was working. I think it is. I did a radio check and I did get a comeback to it. So I'm hoping you guys could hear me. Well, we were going through Lamar's, Iowa there, and I actually stopped in Lamar's. That bag's empty. I actually stopped in Lamar's at the, what is that, Quick Star, just to check. I was just curious if there was going to be a parking spot. There's only like, I want to say 10 spots there, so I didn't really think there was going to be one. But I wanted to check anyway. And ran into a Hy-Vee driver. And just not 100% sure if the radio worked. I love running into you guys. Man, that just makes it fun. Makes making these videos fun, you know. Meet people all over the place. Most of you actually ran into 9 people. And I'm betting at least 6 of you, the first thing was, how's the German doing? The German is thinking he's dying. He just thinks we've been in this truck for a month. Every time I stop, just at a stoplight, he's perking up. Thinks he needs to get out. So when he gets done with supper, we are going to go for a very long walk. For a long enough walk. We're going to get him some exercise, get him to moving around. Then maybe he'll sleep good tonight, because I'm thinking he's just pent up. What did we cover today? Not a whole lot. The Jake brakes, guys, they're going to sound poppy. I'm going to call it poppy until they loosen back up. Everything's just, they, you know, when they put those injector cups in, they messed with lifter. Oh, I'm tired. Let's just stop talking. Yeah. All right. You guys stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time. Did I cover everything, Opie? I think I did. I'm not 100% sure. I know. I don't know how I couldn't think of rockers. I know. You know, the simple things. You know, when you do an overhead, it tightens everything up, makes everything nice and snug, makes those jakes work real tight, work really good. But it's just really, really tight, and they're just popping like crazy, so it's kind of annoying. But they will loosen up and get better. And I can't even remember what I was talking about earlier. You don't care what I have to say. You just want me to move so you can get to your food, don't you? Opie, I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. You're my big puppy bear. Yes, I love you. I love you. Don't lick my face. You've been eating poop. Or you've been trying to eat poop. Yes. Oh, let's go to bed.